Speaking at a function in Colombo this evening, UNP parliamentarian Ravi Karunanayake commented on certain statements made that he will be joining the ruling party.
මේක ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම විහිළු කතාවක්. මට මේ තියෙන දුක මෙවැනි දෙයක් මගෙන් අහන එක.
I am sad that this has been asked from me. If it was asked from another person, I wouldn't have minded. These things have been done by individuals who are mentally unstable within the party and who fear that their political journey may end. We have it on record. I will reveal at the appropriate time the individuals who spread these unwanted stories.
කවුද මේ අනවශ්‍ය කතා කරන පුද්ගලයන් මං හෙළිදරව් කරන්නේ.
Meanwhile, UNP MP Ashok Abesinghe shared these thoughts on the UNP Leadership Council during a media briefing in Kurunegala.
A lot of people are asking as to why Sajid Premadasa is not in the Leadership Council. The Mahasangha put forward 8 recommendations and the party leadership accepted it. They then agreed to transfer 19 administrative powers of the leader to the council. Discussions were held at my house on how to legalize this transfer. The Mahasangha, Sajid Premadasa, Karu Jayasuriya and Professor Disanayake took part in these discussions with several MPs. Through these discussions, 3 recommendations were agreed upon. Sajid Premadasa says that he will join the council if these 3 recommendations are accepted. As a member who was present in all these meetings, we hope to hold discussions on these recommendations at the party convention on the 21st of this month and take steps to include Sajid Premadasa in the Leadership Council.
Here's a look at some of the views expressed by United National Parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa at a program held in Sandagama area in Tissa Maharama.
The government is working to transform our country into a heroin center and a country filled with drug addicts. The secretary sends a letter requesting that demurrage charges be reduced on a container carrying drugs. Can you imagine that? Now he is trying to wash his hands by saying, "It is true that I sent a letter, but I did not know what was inside the container." How is that story? These drug captains and drug lords should be apprehended immediately. All those involved in sending that letter for the container carrying drugs should be brought to justice. There's a separate law for the child who steals coconuts. In that instance, justice is served with a big spoon. But for officials, justice is served with a small spoon.
Meanwhile, a group headed by leader of the Democratic Party Sarath Fonseca visited Saranapala Himiwawatha in Manathamulla to inquire into the problems of the area residents.
Sarath Fonseca was accompanied by Chief Organizer of the Kolonava Electorate of the Democratic Party, Susil Kindil Petia, and others. Area residents who highlighted their problems to the Democratic Party members said that preparations have been made to relocate the residents to another area.
දැන් අපෙන් ගන්න යනවා ලක්ෂ ගණන්.
මේ තියෙන්නේ මේක තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ දෙන කොලේ.
දුම් කරන්න අපි නිවසක් ඉල්ලන්න කියලා. අපි නිවසක් ඒගොල්ලන් ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ගියන්න නෑ වගේ. අපි ඔප්පු තියෙන මිනිස්සු මේ ඔප්පුවේ කොපියක් තියෙනවා.
මට කොපිය
මේ මම මේ රෙජිස්ටර් කාර්යාලයෙන්
මේක ඉදියට මේ ගියක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉල්ලන්න කියලා කියනවා නම් මේක ඉල්ලන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තේ නැති අයට.
දැන් ඒකනේ සර් ආරාධනාවක් නැතුව අපි හදවතින්ම සර ගෞරව කරන්න ඕනේ මේ වගේ වෙලාවක අපි වෙනින් පෙනී සිටිනවා කියලා.
අපි මේ කතා කරන්න අනිවාර්යයෙන්.
ඔප්පු තියෙනවා.
We have deeds that have been certified 60 to 65 years ago. Loans have been taken based on this deed. Now they are saying that these deeds are worthless.
A form was given to us asking us to request for houses. We don't need to request for houses because we have been living in this house for 60 years.
This is unjust because they have been given valid deeds. In addition, we are looking at the legal aspect and the possibility of taking legal action. We will consider this with our attorneys and take the necessary steps. There's an attempt to construct flats in an improper manner and trap people in these flats. It is evident that the government is attempting to trap people. We promise everyone present here that we will stand on behalf of the people in this problem.
Views were expressed on transporting water from the Iranamadu tank to Jaffna today at an event held in the Chavakachi area in Jaffna.
The Iranamadu tank in Kilinochi is around 34 feet deep. A group is saying that the depth of the tank should be increased by 2 more feet and that water from it should be transported to Jaffna. The Irunmandu tank provides water to 34,000 acres of farmlands in the Kilinochchi district. Since it is raining these days, there should be 34 feet of water. However, there is only 12 feet of water. Farmers who live off the land are now left to despair. A discussion was held at the Jaffna District Secretariat on the 29th of May 2010 on this project. No one has spoken about this particular project with the TNA as yet. He asked whether the officials involved spoke with the TNA. They spoke with us. Who holds power in the Northern Provincial Council? The TNA. They spoke with us. Since it was useful, we agreed to it. If there is only 12 feet of water, then we shouldn't take water to Jaffna. We can only take water if there is more than 34 feet of water. We took this into consideration when giving the go-ahead for the project. Who they spoke with and who they didn't speak with is not our concern.
A six-a-side cricket tournament was organised yesterday to mark the 25th anniversary of the Victory Sports Club in Malawi.
Director of the Sirasa Media Network, S.M. Marika, attended the prize-giving ceremony of the cricket tournament. Tournaments such as this have been organized around the country. The youth are now taking the initiative of organizing the final matches under lights similar to matches played by the national team. I believe that the initiative that we took through the Sirasa FM Cricket Challenge has now become a trend. I am happy about it.
Now, still in your local news, leader of the Janasatha Peramuna, Venerable Battaramulle Seelaratana Thero, convened a media briefing in Colombo today.
I witnessed car races in Golface yesterday. They held this race last year as well, and the general public had to pay the electricity bills. Who is going to pay the bills this time, the public or the organizers? This is a question posed by the people. The government or the organizers should take steps to clarify this.
And it's time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Tonight on Words of Wisdom, we bring you the thoughts of Mahatma Gandhi.
The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. Mohandas Gandhi.
Now, in your business news tonight, the Board of Investment says it is to commission 8 export development and trade zones from next year. The board says that areas such as Trincomalee, Kilinochchi, Vaunia, Putlam, Horana, Suryavava and Mirijavila have been chosen for this purpose. The board added that 1,429 hectares of land has been allocated to establish the export development and trade zones.
A Christmas concert themed Family Christmas Festival took place at the BMICH in Colombo last evening.
Yes, MTV Sports and Yes FM were the electronic media sponsors of the event.
The night, filled with festive spirit and cheer, featured works ranging from Bach, Mendelssohn to Anderson, performed by the Symphony Orchestra. The orchestra was conducted by Ajit Abesegara. The Old Joe's Choir and the Contempo Choir also performed at the event last night. The evening was made memorable with many sing-alongs lined up for the audience.
And that's a wrap of our news for tonight. I'm Madhushka Balasuriya.
I'm Stephanie Lauders. We leave you tonight with tomorrow's weather forecast. Good night and take care.
Newsfirst at 9.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.